road the other day. I said I'd come back and do it. I was just at a place in Amberley where they have some old vintage cars and whatnot. They call it the Cobweb Run, and it's just a lot of old cars, basically, a lot of old fellas in old cars. Had a nice breakfast, got a free ticket in, so I can't complain. Now I thought I'd have a go at this A285 again, like I did the other day, but maybe just go a little bit slower so I can take it all in. I was out on my bike the other day, and I was filtering through traffic, and I'd stopped at the lights, and I was at the front of the lights, in the middle lane, if you like. I was looking at the lights, and they just went from red to orange, and before I could put my clutch in, the woman in the car behind me had tried to come round the side of me, and she was driving into my right leg, and obviously trying to push the bike over because I hadn't actually moved at that point. Anyway, I turned round, shouted and screamed and said, "What the effing hell are you doing?" And she never even apologised, nothing, just sort of stared at me as if I'd done something wrong. Anyway, I thought, well, I'm not having that, I'm getting out. So I parked up at the lights in the middle of bloody Brighton, really busy. Anyway, I went up to her side window and she pointed to her child in the child seat. So I thought, well, I'll keep my swearing down and this, that and the other. But I said, look, I've been sat in front of you for about a minute, 2 minutes, waiting for the lights to change, just the same as everybody else. I said, surely you must have seen me. And she just sort of pointed to her child, kept pointing to her child, and I thought, well, yeah, and what? Anyway, I kind of left it. I thought, well, I'm not going to have a shouting match with her, with her bloody kid in the car. Anyway, this geezer in a BMW behind her started shouting at me, "You fucking bastard, get moving," all this, that and the other. And I thought, calm down, dear, I said to him. He didn't take kindly to that. So he was going to try and get out of his car and obviously try and do me over. Well, it wasn't lucky I didn't have my GoPro on, but I didn't have my GoPro on, but it was very amusing because he was trying to get out of his car to, you know, obviously duff me over, and all the other cars behind him were all tooting because he wasn't moving either, because nobody was moving, because my bike was parked on its side stand. Anyway, needless to say, there wasn't a fist fight in Brighton, but that was only probably because I was feeling in an exceptional mood. It was an exceptional day and an exceptional ride. Well, I wasn't really feeling in the mood for argy-bargy. Anyway, what a beautiful road, this road. Beautiful road, beautiful weather. Came down here before and it was just wonderful. I've been rabbiting all the way down here, so I haven't really taken a lot of it in. But beautiful. Oh, I remember this bit. This is where all the bloody chalk was on the road. Going down to that farm, no doubt. Oh, maybe it wasn't here. East Dean. Wedding open day. Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? Cool, a few bumps there. Naughty, mate. No more naughty than me, I suppose. It's a bit like the pot calling the kettle black, I think. I don't know, this is maybe where all that old crap was on the road. Nice corner. Could have taken that a bit faster than that. Nice camber on that corner. Oh, this is where all that chalk was. Where this funny sign is. Yeah, and this chalk is lethal if it gets wet. I know, so we have it on the farm and it's like ice when it gets wet. Anyway, that was that gorgeous view through there, but you've seen that. North Downs over there. Wow. Cold. Got me summery type. Well, I haven't had a liner in this jacket, I've lost it. But yeah, it's quite nippy. Wow, this is just so awesome. Well, that was it. This is going up to Petworth now. I'm heading over to a place called West Meon. It's along the 272 route. I haven't been there for, well, we're crawling out there, that's a bit sharp. I haven't been there for about 3-4 years, I guess, West Meon. I don't even know whether it's still a bike place or not. I'm going to try and get a coffee there and see how we go. It's all in the South Downs National Park. I must say the roads in the South Downs National Park are very, very good. And there's not many big towns in the, if you look at it on a map, there's not many big towns in the South Downs National Park, so obviously there's not many main roads apart from the 272, which pretty much goes east to west or west to east. and then you've got a few artillery roads that go north-south. I'm going to try over the summer, it's going to be my halt for the summer if you like, if I don't go too far afield. I'm going to try some of the back roads. I'm tempted to buy myself a sat-nav, which I've never had before on a motorbike. I've always quite liked the idea of just off we go and have a rough idea of where I'm going, and I'll just kind of follow the sun. So I know where east, west, north, south is, obviously, and I can remember a few names of towns and what have you, so yeah, in the general area can sort of generally get around. But if I want to go slightly further afield, so I want to go down to the Salisbury area, Gloucestershire area, Stonehenge, down the A303, might be tempting to get a TomTom or sat-nav. I'm not really into all that kind of too much technology. I met a guy the other day, he's an ex-policeman funnily enough, and had a big old Triumph Tiger, and he had all the gizmos on it. He had this like intercom in his crash helmet where he could take phone calls and listen to his music and I don't know what else. And I thought, well, fuck that. Half the reason I go out on my bike is so people can't phone me up. I've got it in my pocket, but it's there for me to use, for my convenience. If I break down or something like that, I've got a phone I can use. Get my mate to pick me up in the van. Sometimes I can feel it vibrating in my chest pocket, and normally it's like, oh God, you know, answer it. Might be important. But when I'm on the bike, nothing is more important than the bike, and that's why I love it. One of the reasons. It's escapism, isn't it? Anyway, oh, cool, big bump. This is Petworth, which I came to the other day as well. It's all on my previous videos. Oh, where am I going?